Namaskar, I am Wing Commander Rakesh Kumar Prashar. Today is 14th April. This day is observed in India as the National Fire Service Day. While we cannot imagine our life without fire, the fact is, fires are a leading cause of loss of lives and property. Fire accounts for over 6% of the total deaths reported due to natural and unnatural causes in India. As per the National Crime Records Bureau, over 25,000 persons die in India every year due to fires and related causes. This translates to death of over 60 people every day due to accidents caused by fire. While the economic losses suffered due to these fires have not been calculated, it is estimated that losses of over rupees 1,000 crores are incurred every year due to fire accidents in India. Out of the major losses reported by the Indian insurance companies, about 45% of the claims are due to losses caused by fire. While fire has been rated as the fifth highest risk in the workplace, especially in the manufacturing industry, it has been revealed that well over half the number of total deaths were reported in residential buildings, with women accounting for nearly 66% of those killed in fire accidents. Not only this, the most vulnerable victims were children below 10 and the elderly above 60 years. No wonder then that fire accounted for 9% of the overall ranking of risks. This proves that while fire is a good friend, it can be a bad master too. Many of these deaths could have been prevented had we been aware of and taken basic measures for fire protection. With a view to creating awareness about fire safety, 14th April is observed as National Fire Service Day in India. In this video, I shall attempt to bring to your knowledge the facts why 14th April is observed as National Fire Service Day in India and what steps we can take to ensure fire as a friend and not a foe. To start with, let me say that while most people believe that National Fire Service Day is celebrated on 14th April every year, nothing could be far from the truth. The truth is that National Fire Service Day is observed and not celebrated on 14th April every year. This is because on this day we pay homage to the brave firefighters who sacrificed their lives in the line of their duty during the fire and massive explosion at Mumbai dockyard on 14th April 1944. This day, therefore, is a day not only to pay tribute to those courageous firefighters who sacrificed their lives in the performance of their duties, but a day also to appreciate the discipline, courage, and dedication of the firefighters who swear by the motto, "We serve to save," and help to save us from the agony caused by fire. Now, let me take you through the history of the National Fire Service Day. During World War II, a British freighter, SS Fort Stikine, carrying a mixed cargo of cotton bales, oil barrels, gold, currency notes, ammunition, and over 1,400 tons of explosives, left Birkenhead in UK on 24th February 1944 and arrived at Victoria Dock of Mumbai on 12th April 1944. 2 days later, on 14th April, at approximately 2 p.m., the crew observed smoke on board and called the fire crew to identify the source of the fire and extinguish it. The onboard fire crew started firefighting operations immediately. When the fire started getting out of control, the dock firefighters were called in for help in firefighting. In spite of their best efforts, the firefighters were unable to extinguish the fire. Around 3:50 p.m., full evacuation orders were given to all emergency responders because the fire had grown out of control, but the brave firefighters continued doing their job. A little past 4 p.m., there was a massive explosion which was recorded 12 kilometers away also. The courageous firefighters continued to fight the fire. Unfortunately, a little after 4:30 p.m., a second explosion occurred which was even more powerful than the previous one. The sound of this explosion was so powerful that it was not only heard over 80 kilometers away but also recorded by seismographs in Shimla over 1700 kilometers away. Due to the second explosion, debris flew up over 2000 feet in the air and burning material fell on nearby ships, docks and the slum areas. The ensuing fire covered an area of over 2 square kilometers and much of the land was completely devastated. In spite of the massive danger to their lives, firefighters continued to put out the fire. It took 4 days of continuous non-stop effort to put out the main fire. However, small fires continued through the ruins for another 2 weeks. In this tragedy, 71 firemen and over 1,000 people were killed and over 2,000 injured. 13 ships were completely destroyed and many more severely damaged. To date, this Mumbai dockyard fire is the worst fire incident in Indian history. In 1965, the Standing Fire Services Advisory Committee suggested that 14th April be observed as National Fire Service Day each year to commemorate the brave firefighters who lost their lives in the massive fire in Mumbai on 14th April 1944 and pay homage to the brave firefighters who sacrificed their lives in the line of duty while fighting fires. In November 1966, it was officially declared that 14th April would henceforth be observed as the National Fire Service Day to spread awareness among the people on fire safety. Each year, the Directorate General Fire Services and Civil Defence publishes the theme for organizing various fire safety programs during the National Fire Services Day in order to educate the general public about the need to minimize losses from fires. This year's theme for National Fire Service Day is Learn Fire Safety, Increase Productivity. This is best suited in the current times when the COVID menace has badly affected our economy. Because of fires, not only are innocent lives lost and properties worth crores of rupees destroyed each year, but productivity is also hampered very badly. A single incident has the capacity to stop production of a plant for a long period of time, thus affecting productivity adversely. Hence, awareness of fire safety is extremely important if we wish to increase not only our productivity but also our happiness. Fire safety thus not only helps each one of us personally but also our organizations and our nation too in achieving set economic goals. This helps in improving both our infrastructure as well as the lifestyle of our people. Every year, thousands of people lose their lives or are seriously injured due to fire-related accidents. But yet, most of us believe we will never be involved in a fire accident. This is not true because a fire can happen anywhere and at any time. The worst part of a fire is that it may not be on account of our own mistake. Hence, awareness of fire safety assumes great significance because the outbreak of a fire, if not handled carefully, can lead to loss of life as well as valuable assets. When dealing with a fire, it is important to remain alert at all times and follow preventive measures to avoid becoming a victim of the fire. I personally believe that basic fire safety plan goes beyond just installation of fire safety equipment and marking safe exit points in the building. It includes basic awareness of not only the ways to fight fire, to minimize damages, but also to prevent fires in the first place. On the occasion of National Fire Service Day today, I not only pay tribute to all those courageous firefighters who sacrifice their lives in the performance of their duties, but also salute the discipline, courage, and dedication of all the firefighters for their incredible commitment to save public lives and property. My personal message to all on the occasion of the National Fire Service Day today is, let's not learn about fire safety by accident, but by choice. Because fire prevention is better option than just firefighting. A few moments spent in learning about fire safety will not only help save lives and property, but also bring untold happiness forever. I close with two lines penned by me. Fire is a friend and also a foe. Fire is a friend and also a foe. Make it an ally and see your happiness grow. Friends, we look forward to your continued cooperation and support in making our mission of making India safe a success. Namaskar. Jai Hind.